Blazing time. You lowered your personal best by 2/100ths of a second to get second place, runner-up. Tell me about the race, start to finish.
I think my start was pretty good. That was like one of the main things that I wanted to work on. I also wanted to work on, I tried to like get lower because like analyzing my prelims race, I was like really high over the hurdle. So I think I did that really good. And the other girl is just faster. She's also older, so it's like, you know, she's a little bit stronger, but I'm just glad I got to compete this year, you know, compared to last year.
How happy are you about lowering your personal best time at the state meet?
I'm actually really glad about that because my last PR, it was really windy. So like, and there was like no wind gauge to tell me like how fast it really was. And it just like, I don't know, it felt like a PR, but not like a 14.3 PR. So now it's kind of like solidified that that's my PR, you know?
You've performed great at big meets all year, Oregon Relays, Nike Jesuit, and now the state meet. How did those big meets before really help you prepare yourself for a great race today?
I think it's like a lot to do with like being able to handle pressure really well, because you know some people when they get to those finals they get really nervous, and I'm always nervous, but like like channel your nervous energy into performing well. So I think those meets kind of prepared me to be under pressure a lot.
Hear the legend of this hand. Can we get a close-up first of this injury?
Can.
All right, look at that. That is a good solid inch and a half of just
about a
moves.
day ago, made a little blister, so
okay.
All
right.
There too.
Go through the story of how it happened and how it's impacted you the last couple of weeks.
So I mean, I was doing a normal practice in the beginning before I started making sure I like actually get into practice stuff. I was kind of messing around, and I tried doing a backflip. And first one, we didn't get a good video, so we're like, all right, let's do it again. And then, yeah, I just spiked my hand from right here and all the way up when I was upside down, so.
How does that impact you vaulting?
Well, the first week it was pretty rough. I've been cautious of it too. Like today I wasn't, but the last week or 2 weeks, I've been keeping my feet away from my hands, which kind of affects my vault, makes it a little like flag out at the top, so I don't go as high. But yeah.
Before today, you took part in the javelin, popped a huge monster throw yesterday, 175.6. Probably the two most technical events in track and field, pole vault, javelin. How are you able to be so successful in both of these events?
Well, they both kind of like, they both are like very similar with physics. So you got to kind of think like pole vault, you're putting all your energy into the pole, and with javelin, you're kind of putting all your energy in your block leg. So yeah.
Coming into today, obviously you wanted to get that long-standing for a state meet record. It did not happen today. All three at 17.3 did not go your way, but I know that doesn't diminish what you accomplished this spring. What do you make of just what your senior year was, even though it maybe didn't come with the final goal that you had in mind?
Man, that's a good question. I think this wasn't quite in the picture when I was like a freshman. I didn't think I'd be quite this good at pole vaulting and athletic at other stuff too. So going into this spring, or after this spring, or finishing up this track season, it means a lot to me. I think I did all I could and left kind of a mark, and yeah, keep raising that bar.
44.11 and a half. I just saw the anguish on your face. You were half an inch close from that 45 mark. That has been literally on your mind all season, right?
Yes, it has. It really sucks, half an inch off on my last jump ever, but you know, second place, so I'm happy with it.
Way to save your best for last when it counted most. What does it go through an athlete's mind and jumper's mind where you got to give it everything you have, final meet on the line to go from 6th, 7th to hoisting up to second?
I just knew like this is my last jump of my high school career. I got to exert all the energy possible in my body. It's exactly what I did. Each step, each phase, I was thinking in my head, you know, hard as you can, and it paid off.
Did you know it was good when you hit the board?
I did not. I thought that one was like, mid. I never really know. They're all so close. So I was like, oh, that one was whatever. Then I looked, I saw We're overwhelmed with joy.
And you took that same energy and ran a fantastic second leg in the 4x1. Looks like you're in the finals.
Yes. So we're bringing that home. We're bringing that state chip home for the 4x1. Let's go. 60.
The best throwers to ever come out of the state of Washington. What do you make of your career, and what are you most proud of when you look back on what you accomplished?
I'm just so proud of how far I've come, Freshman year, I'm trying to make the varsity team, and now to be one of the best throwers to come out of Washington, I'm so proud of that, It just shows that hard work, it's a cliche, but it does pay off. You get out what you put in, and you just got to work as hard as you can.
You mentioned yesterday you wanted to do the double. It's something that, especially the higher classifications, it's a pretty rare feat. It's one thing to want to achieve it, it's another thing to actually do it. How does the reality of that achievement compare to the dream that you had about trying to do it?
It was great. That's really what I thought about for a whole year. Do the double, win shot, and disc. So to actually do it, it's a huge relief, And I'm super proud of this season.
And the last one to do it was your coach, John Lawson, back in 2011 when he did the double as a senior. Boy, you guys go out a champion. What does this guy mean to you?
He means everything, man. He's the only reason I'm here, He guided me through this whole process. I had no idea what I was doing, and he took the time and really worked through all my flaws in technique. Kind of gave him a heart attack at regionals and districts, not throwing very well, but he's stuck with me the whole time. He's been super supportive, and he's a great guy.
You've competed on the big stage, Arcadia, Oregon Relays, state meets. There's been times when you take one throw and you're the winner from your first attempt. Today, you went in a favorite, and the kid from Hermiston gave you a bit of a run. It's been rare that we've had not just one but two kids throw 60 at a state meet. How does that change your approach when a kid is maybe kind of pushing you a little bit?
You just can't let your guard down. You don't know what's going to happen. People be PR by feet here at the state meet. I've seen it happen, and you can't ever be satisfied. I went into finals with 59 something, and I knew this kid could pop a 60-footer easily. So I never let my guard down, and I didn't let up until after my 6th round throw.
It's been 4 or 5 weeks since you last hit 60. I can only imagine the relief that you finally hit that 61.8.
It was a huge relief. That's what I was trying to do here. I wanted the state meet record, but I was trying to be realistic with my back. So to hit 60 was a big accomplishment.
Well, tell me, when did you know you had cleared the bar to set a new state meet record?
Kind of as soon as I went over it. I felt that my chest didn't touch it that much. As I'm falling, I'm looking up on it, and I'm there, and I think before I even hit the mat, I was like, I got it, I did it, and I was just ecstatic. I felt so happy.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say yes, before you even hit the mat.
Yeah, that was one of my big goals coming in. I had written some goals out for this meet, and because I had some good practices this week leading up to the meet, so I just knew that was something I wanted to break, and I got it, and I feel great.
Did you feel good from the very start? You came in kind of, after the competition had been going for a while. How'd you feel those first few runs down the runway there?
I felt good. I've been building a lot of confidence as the season goes on. So starting out districts and by districts, I started to realize I can confidently hit 12 and 12.6 on my first attempts. And so I knew that coming in, and even in this, clearing a higher height can get you, but also being able to make things on first attempts is a big deal. And so I just had the confidence, and I was able to do it, and it felt good.
It's the first time since 2016 that a boy and a girl from the same school have each won pole vault titles. What is it like to, have not only see Chase do what he does, but have your teammates, 3 Camas girls in the finals here? How do you kind of support each other, and how does that lift you up?
It feels amazing. Just being able to practice together every day, they are amazing teammates. They're great people. So it's super fun to practice with them and go through and progress through the season with them. And just like seeing Chase win is amazing, and then being able to win also just feels great. And we have an amazing coach who helped us get to where we are today, so it feels great.
How long have you been vaulting?
I started my freshman year.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I started doing club training my junior year.
All right,
Yeah.
and you feel like you're peaking at the right time, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.